Hello guys and welcome back. It's me, Little Miss Bloodworth, and today we are carrying on with Botany Manor. So last episode, if all of you guys remember, we did manage to complete a couple more plants. So we did the Brook Chalice. So that was by putting that rusty pig in some water, setting it to 25 degrees, and it just started blooming. And then the Cradle Fern. So that egg, I saw it, I loved it, remembered it, and we managed to bloom the pretty fern. So we've got the last one in this chapter called Nightfall. So it's all in the attic, all of this. So let's gotta carry on, sorry. Let's take a look and see what all the clues come up to. Because I must admit, I was a little confused with some of them. But we're gonna get there and we'll pop it through. So what have we got so far? So we've got all the moths, and we've got a moth calendar. So let's take a look at this book. The sight of plants. So some scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stems, which allows them to see the color of light. This means that flowers can tell the time of day and know when to open or close their buds. That's really interesting. So the exact time that flowers bloom is different for each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and the colour of light in some way. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick different flowers into blooming at any time they like. Perfect. So I believe this one that we need is going to be... Oh, okay. So those sunset paintings, we're probably going to need to use those colours that she's popped in them to replicate a sunset. Okay, cool. Perfect. So let's take a look here. So, my dear friend, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. Of course. I have arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbour's son, Edward. He is successful in business in London. Your cousins William and Thomas may well aspire to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life, for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt will be valuable should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the important things in life. I am confident this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Ugh. Ew. No thank you. Plants are life. That is what I will stick with. Another duck. And we'll finally... This month, in conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids, in his words, every plant, every leaf and every meadow holds secrets waiting to be locked. My aim is simply to uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications of his name, Professor Montague's contributions to the field have been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as the really wish I could pronounce that word, or hood marsh orchid. Perfect. Right, okay, so let's get figuring out. So, what have we got about here? So, let's go back downstairs and take a look. So, firstly, let's get the plant sorted. Let's get it potted. And it is the Nightfall. And we now need to just replicate a time of the day that it blooms. So let's put you there. Ooh. And then I'm just going to pop down to this. Okay. So March has nothing. Right. What month are we in? Sometimes a moth could be trapped so far. The moth is then forced to use the flower bud as some flowers only bloom for short periods during this year. So if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again until many months later. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know, just seeing if the pitch is correlated to anything, but don't think so. And what kind of moth is that? It's like red. Ah, garden tiger moth. Okay. Whereabouts are you? September. Okay. Right. Now I think, right, let's go back to the library and check Grandma's research. As I believe her research will have stuff in there. No, not that one. About other things. So let me take a look. Gosh, do you know what? I can't remember where all this stuff is. There we go. Okay. September. June. September. So blue, yellow, orange, and red. Anything else for September that I need to know of? June, maybe. Cool. So blue, yellow, orange, and red. So they're the colours I need to work with. Blue, yellow, orange, and red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Yes! Wow. And there we go, guys. We just created the nightfall. So, seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. And there we go, guys. That is that plant. So let's go put it downstairs. And there we go. Right, so the gatehouse has a new delivery, so let's go and see what they got. A new key. So we're now going to the formal garden, and I think we got a new letter. Lady Arabella, I apologise wholeheartedly for accidentally taking the key to the formal garden home with me. It was in my pocket and I had simply forgotten it was there. I didn't want to disturb your research, so I've left the key in the basket here for you. Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. Bing. It's like, I wish I could see these people that are coming by, but never mind. Right, so we now finally have access to the formal garden. So let's take a look and see what we can do. Now, I did trying to remember how to get to the formal garden. Let's see. So, so over here, orchard. This place is massive. So, index, map, formal garden, 13. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. Let's take a look and see where we end up. Past you, down here, and I think, is this it? Ooh. Formal garden, yep. So, let's open ourselves up to the next place. More ducks. Adorable picnic setup. So, let's take a look. What other new plants have we got today? So, Springdance shrub, Fool's Emerald, and Ocelot. So, you know, it's called climbing up this one, so we're going to have some really pretty climby plants. So let's take a look, see what we can get. So it was a message. A local man reports mystery signal. So a gentleman farmer has reported sightings of mysterious blinking lights coming from the caves near his home in Cheddar. In his own words, I was walking my dog and lost track of time a little. It soon became dark and I decided to make the walk back home. On the way to my house, in a tiny cave, and as I walked by, I noticed a blinking light pattern cast from the cave entrance. I was sure it was one of those Morse code messages. When I approached the cave, the light source vanished, and nobody was there. I'm convinced that when I saw that what I saw was the Morse code abbreviation for attention. Okay. I will never forget that one abbreviation, as it was the first message I learned in Morse code. Local authorities have assured our journalists that there have been no recent military activity or exercises in the area, so the mystery remains unsolved. Okay, so we got a bit of Morse code going on then, eh? Oh, this looks very pretty. I wonder what this is going to do soon. Okay, let's take a look. So here's our first packet of seeds for the Springdance shrub. God, look at the size of this place. It's humongous. And so is this. Wow. Okay, and look, we're only 3 seeds off, so this is the final one. So, let's take a look around. Mr. Bennett, the telegraph you ordered arrived whilst you were at the farmer's market. They delivered it by boat. I left it at the boathouse since I didn't know where you'd like to keep it. There appears to be a Morse code manual inside the case as well. Perfect, so we're going to be getting some Morse code too. My sweet Hazel, are you keeping well today? Jimmy's only gone and broken the lawnmower again. If it weren't for my war injury, I wouldn't be letting him loose with the mower. Sounds a bit like me here. He said he ran over some hard object down in the long grass near the pond. I had a brief look and couldn't see anything. Sometimes I wonder about the boy's sensibilities. Save me some of your lovely scones. I love those two. They're just like so adorable together. Cool, let's take a look at this one. Aha, so communication. So is this the... cool, the codes. Okay, so over long distance, the method of communication over long distances must be selected according to the requirements of the scenario. If the message contains no sensitive information or there is no enemy presence within the communication area, an open method of communication such as telegraphy may be used. If open communication is permissible, both receivers may still benefit from the abbreviation of messages. See Plate 2 for a table of commonly used military abbreviations using telegraphy and Morse code. closed communication methods rely more upon both technology and ingenuity. In the case of secrecy and obfuscation, planning is required, and both parties must have knowledge of the method of encryption used. So, a brief history of long-range military communications. So, ancient Greece, water telegraphy and torch telegraphy. Okay, so this is stuff I feel like we're probably going to need for one of these plants. Ancient Rome, smoke signaling. 16th century, beacons and pigeons. 18th century, Murray shutter telegraph. 18th century, radiated telegraph. And 19th century, Morse code. Damn. It's very interesting, this game. It gives you a lot of, like, history and stuff, and it's really cool. Okay, so that will have something at some point. So let's take a look at these. Oh, so these are the different pots. I kind of briefly remember from that last little shed we went to about kind of pots to suit all gardens. So we've got a bit of granite, terracotta itself, all the other ones, sandstone, marble and obsidian. Okay. Hydrangeas. Love these plants so much, they're so gorgeous. So hydrangeas are beautiful flowers that contain anthocyan, which is a pigment that can change colour depending on the pH level of its environment. The colours can vary between red, purple and blue. Perfect, okay. So we've done this little bit, so let's take a look and explore elsewhere. What I want to do is try and get everything in terms, like, this looks awesome, in terms of clues, and then I can kind of move on a little bit. So that's very pretty, all of this, I must admit, it's just so pretty. So we've got a few different things to see here, and some more seeds. So this is a very pretty red seeds. So let's take a look. Bioluminescence. So in the darker corners of our world, there are plants and organisms that are able to produce their own light. Fireflies, I suppose. And so these plants, fungi, and insects are most often found in areas of low light, such as dark forests, deep oceans, and gloomy caves. Recent discoveries show that chemicals such as luciferin are responsible for this glowing effect. You must remember that word. I feel like that's probably going to come in handy. It is not known what this glowing effect is used for, but it could be for communication with others of the same species or to attract pollinators or food. Scientists believe there are many bioluminescent species waiting to be discovered. Okay, very interesting. Aha, so fool's emerald, luciferin, so that actually has the like bioluminescent stuff in it. Okay, that's good to know, good to know. So plant chemicals, bioluminescence, maybe military codes, note about telegraph. There's a lot of notes here, but we'll see which one correlates with which. Dearest Arabella, I was delighted after our recent mentoring session. You do excellent work as a fellow scholar of the natural world. I recall the Springdance shrub that once grew in your garden before you departed on your travels. How wonderful it would be to see it grown again. I've been compiling plant specimens that require pollination to mature into their adult stage. I wonder if the Springdance shrub is one of these plants. Ever your affectionate friend. Okay, so Springdance. That's this one. Greeting card. Okay, so we've done all the way up here now. Made sure everything is sorted down here. Just want to double check things. Just making sure I'm not missing any secret tunnels, entrances. And then I'll go down there that way a little later, but I want to explore this way first. Oh, hello. You're a robin. That's adorable. Hello? I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm bringing... the robin closer. Okay. Okay. I'll figure something out with that in a moment, but we'll leave that for now. Springdance shrub. So blue, violet, purple, white, pink and red. Pigment research, eh? Okay. Ah, so this is where I'm going to need a specific type of pot and something to be popped in it. So maybe a granite seaweed if I want it white. Okay. So that is in terms of, I suppose, what colour I want the flower. Ah, and here's the other door. Perfect, so that's unlocked that area for me. God, there's so much. There's generally so much stuff. So, dear Miss Green, I've recently heard of your involvement in the mentoring of aspiring botanists. Botany is a field that demands a thorough understanding of its complexities, and while I admire your dedication, the saying "the blind leading the blind" does come to mind. All jest aside, I do hope your endeavours in mentoring will yield some semblance of progress. Sincerely, Professor Thornton. Wow, these guys really don't think women can do anything. I suppose that's just the era, isn't it? But let's carry on reading some more stuff. Dear Mr. Bennett, thank you so much for the lovely bunch of rhubarb from your nephew's garden. He needn't have sent anything in return for the herbal poultice I gave him for his little one, but I am grateful all the same. I know he hasn't the money to fetch the doctor since he said he cannot read a note. Please send him my thanks when you see him. Faithful yours, Hazel. She's a good egg, isn't she? Well, let's take a look. The gardens of this place are just so stunning. Every time I feel like we walk through places. Now, I feel like the bird is going to have to be brought slowly to each place. And then eventually it's going to pollinate a plant. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Oh, and then we've got a boathouse. Ah, so we've got a robin, so I need to make it red. Okay. That's good to know. So I'll have to check all of that. Aha. And I've got another one. Perfect. Bird seeds. Bird poster. Hydrangeas. Perfect. Got it all. Let's go. Let's go get a bird. This is gonna be so so weird. I don't want you to go back there. That's the thing. Okay. Alright. Let's make sure we're getting this. Oh no, don't fly back, don't fly back. Oh my god. It's kind of scary, this is. I don't want to mess it up. So let's put you there. We're slowly bringing this bird over. I feel like I need to get this plant sorted first before I do this. Right, where's my plant station? Before I just lose him. There it is. Okay. Which one are we doing? The Springdance shrub. Okay. So it says it wants to be red. So, oops. Nope. We're not getting you yet. I don't think you're the one we need. We need to come over here. This is what I want. And, oh God. Do you know what? There's so many things you've got to remember whilst you're in here. So let me go find. Where is the bird? It's over there. Okay, pH scale. So we need to make it red. So between 12 and 14. So sandstone seaweed. Okay. Sandstone and seaweed. So they're the pot and I need. So sandstone. And we're going to be putting some seaweed in you, I think. Let's go fill it with some soil first, I suppose. And then let's go put some seaweed in. Aha, seaweed. There we go. Cool, so now that should have a decent enough pH scale that will allow that plant to grow red. Oh snap. Snap, I've done it wrong. Oh my God. I chose the wrong one. It needs to be Springdance. Guys, can you tell? Not my day with these plants today. Right, let's pop this down and then we'll put seaweed in there again, and then we're going to then put the correct plant in. So it should be Springdance shrub. Water that plant, and then let's see, red. Fantastic. Perfect. So we're going to be pollinating this one. So let me get to a place where I'm not going to disturb the bird. And when it eventually comes, we can pollinate him. There we go. So pop you there, and then off we pop, and we're going to go carry on bringing that robin back. So it's sitting in that one currently, so we just need to move this one down here. There you go. And then grab the other one. And we're going to slowly start bringing this lovely little robin all the way around. Don't want to disturb you, so we're going the long way around, and we're going to bring you closer and closer to the plant. There you are. Oh, is that a seed? Some seeds. There it is. And take you and bring you closer. My goodness, a lot of back and forth with this, but I don't want to lose that robin, so we're going to make sure 100% we aren't messing this up. So I'm being very cautious, maybe overly cautious, but I'd rather be that than not. There we go. And one last one, and then the bird can pollinate. Oh yeah, okay. Panicked for a second then. And there we go. Thank you. You've been great. Wow. And look at all these other robins. There's so many of them. Beautiful. So that has been the Springdance shrub. I love it. So the Springdance shrub contains anthocyanins, causing it to change colour depending on the pH level of its environment. Robins love red flowers and will be attracted to the red variant of the shrub. Beautiful. Well guys, thank you so much though for this episode. It has been amazing and we've only got a couple more plants to go. So see you next time and goodbye.